explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the right stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Derrick Henry. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second down, here's Henry. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. Tyler Irvin back deep. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 20! And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
Packers 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Titans.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. We also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Tannehill now to throw. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
the gun, Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Tannehill's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2 seconds to go, first quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers being chased out left. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age.
They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14, Titans nothing.
Kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Again, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting.
Dashing through the snow. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 20.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Take it right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Evans. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Evans, the ball carrier.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Tannehill. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Packers 28, Titans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Rodgers. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and goal at the 2.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. Here's Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So third and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets it fly for Thielen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Amadi Hooker. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Irvin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get the ball.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Adoree Jackson.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 34-yard line.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Jones.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Rodgers lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Preston.
But they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll go again to Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Watch 55.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Jones. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
At the Titans.
8 yards to go on second down.
Switch up, switch up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones, and he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 34. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Right there. 54. 54 miles.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
37.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tennessee.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a run with Evans. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll run on first down with Evans. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. A third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
It's going to be a runner. Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we can probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And Adams has it complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
5 at the 16-yard line.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
On the option, Love will hang on to it.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Third down and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time